Welcome back to the show. Thank you for joining me. This is my preview episode for this week of November 9th, 2020. These are the books that I'm looking at. I will purchase the ones I'm really interested in, most likely. There are some that I'm interested in, but I probably won't end up getting. So don't forget, new content Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, occasionally on the weekends. And if you like the content, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Feel free to share it as well. All right, that's enough talk. Like I said, welcome to the show. Let's get into my preview of what I'm looking at. Let's get to the comics. All right, so we're going to look real quick at Image. It's not much that I'm really interested in from Image, but you do have Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl #1 coming out this week. That could be fun. It's written by Steve Miles. Artist is Marcello Frusin. Cover artist is John Romita, who did the original Kick-Ass. So, a couple of covers for that. Blank sketch variant has the Image coming soon. We can assume that is a white cover. The Mark series has usually had some pretty nice covers, as you see there. Oblivion Song keeps trucking along. And you have a bunch of Spawn reprints. 308, you got the second printing. 309, if you missed that Gunslinger cover, you've got the third printing. And Spawn 310 with Ninja Spawn, you've got that second printing. Alright, going to Dark Horse. Let's take a quick look at what we have there. You got Hellboy and the BPRD, the Seven Wives Club. Cover A. I believe this is a one-shot written by Mike Mignola. Adam Hughes will do the art. So that could be worth a pickup. It'll be fun. A couple of covers on that. And that's all I'm really looking at from Dark Horse. IDW. It's not much there, but for you Dungeons and Dragons fans, we have Dungeons and Dragons at Spine of World #1. So you got a brand new Dungeons and Dragons series coming out. They do have a character sheet cover variant, so that's fun. So yeah, check that out if you are a D&D fan. And then you got your usual, you got your G.I. Joe. Yeah, some Sonic. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #111 is out this week. This looks like a cute cover. Got some Transformers this week as well. Alright, Marvel. One of the big boys. So what do we got? We got Amazing Spider-Man #52. Last Remains. Kindred is going to show Spider-Man his true powers this week. That's fun. You got this headshot by Todd Nuck. It's cool. I don't think I'm going to get it. Not my favorite, but it's pretty cool. And you got the Jeffrey Verigi cover for Reggie. Not really quite sure how to say his name yet, but this is the indigenous cover, and that is pretty awesome. You also have Amazing Spider-Man 52 LR, which is like a spin-off or a tie-in. The Last Remains. This one kind of focuses on, or the LR tie-ins kind of focus on the secondary characters. So you got Doctor Strange and Black Cat, and it looks like it's going to focus on those guys, just going off the cover. You've got Champions #2, so if you're interested in the Champions, that's out. That's a pretty cool cover. So you got Champions Outlawed, and I think Riri Williams is not around for this one. She's abandoned the team. And I think there's an appearance by Dum Dum Dugan in this, so that could be a fun pickup. X of Swords continues on. There you go. It's part 15, 22. This is Excalibur, #14. Wasn't a huge fan of Excalibur, but this seems to be key to the X of Swords storyline. Gotta read it. Gotta read it to stay up. Keep on going. We got a Miss Marvel Outlaw tie-in, it looks like. Not really a tie-in, but she's in the Champion series as well, so they probably do cross. The Return of Amulet. This is the issue with Dum Dum Dugan. Iron Man 3, the Varegi Native American variant. It's pretty dope. Keeping it moving. We got Marauders, which is actually the next part of X of Swords. This is part 2 from last week, which was part 1, or number 14. So they gave you 2 books because it was too big to fit into 1 book. He really drug up Wolverine like that. Ouch. He'll be back. Alright, Savage Avengers, number 14. This is a series I've been on since issue 1. It is very fun. Here you see Black Knight shows up. You got the Juggernaut, Conan, Magic. That is a fun series. Here's a variant cover by Marco Cicchetto. Darth Vader number 7's out. This looks like a spec book, guys. So it's worth a pickup if you're a spec person. This, I believe, is the first appearance. This is the first full appearance of the Sith assassin Ochi of Bestoon. Probably worth a grab. Written by Greg Pak. He's not bad. Variant cover there. What else we got? We got Strange Academy number 5. And if you missed Strange Academy number 3, there is a second print variant. We all know how crazy people go for second print variants these days. So there's that. But here's 5. And I've been reading this series. It is fun. It is a very fun series. So, you know, if you want to jump on it, I say go ahead. Lost it for there for a second, but we're back. Alright. Continuing on, there is a Art Adams character spotlight variant. So those are pretty cool. And what else we got? We got, oh, the remote learning variant. Ha, that is funny. If you know a teacher, they'll probably laugh or cry at that. Bunch of True Believers coming out. All characters who will have tie-ins to the King in Black. They all cost about $1, or cost $1, so that's cool. Wolverine is also an X of Swords issue this week. Wolverine number 7, part 16 of 22. So as you can guess or imagine, that will be a Wolverine based book. There is the Phoenix variant. Here is the A cover. This, which I showed before, is the B cover by Kevin Nolan. Alright, let's get out of Marvel. Quick backtrack. We'll collapse that. Boom, Dynamite. Not a lot from Dynamite I'm looking at, but they do have Dynamite number 2, which is kind of a crossover of a bunch of their different books. Got some Betty Page in there. Red Sonja, Vampirella. The usual Dynamite books. Boom Studios, we got a few from there. If you want to get Volume 2 of Once and Future, that's out, the trade paperback. For Power Ranger fans, there is Power Rangers number 1. Apparently there is going to be a new cosmic threat. So that might be a slight spec. And for you Power Ranger fans, you probably don't want to miss out on this book. There'll be a couple of covers of that. 7 Secrets number 4 is out. This is a really fun read. Tom Taylor's writing it. It's a very good book. Number 3 really kickstarted the series. There's a Jenny Frison cover. If you know anything about me and Jenny Frison, I truly adore her artwork. So I might be getting that book. And then we also have We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Number 3. And the usual, we have the cover A, which has all the big words on it. And then you got cover B, which usually has one of these dead gods on it. Very fun Very cool series, very well written. So that is really a fun book and one you should pick up. And that's about it from Boom that I'm looking at. There's no DC on Previews World, so we're going to switch over to our friends at leagueofcomicgeeks.com. And let's see if I can just get me the DC books here. There we go. Alright, so you got Detective 1030. This is the second appearance of the Mirror. Or maybe it's the first full appearance, and 1029 was the first cameo. But as you can see, it's a new villain, or is it an old villain in a new costume? Who knows? I dig this. I'm definitely going to read it. And you got a cardstock variant by Lee Bermejo. I think I'll just stick to the A cover, but if you're into Bermejo's art, that is definitely a really cool cover. I've been reading Wonder Woman. So you got Wonder Woman 766 coming out by Mariko Tamaki. She's a really good writer. She's not messing up Wonder Woman. And if anything, she is writing a really great Wonder Woman story right now. So if you're looking for something that's really well written and you wanted to concentrate on Wonder Woman, and it also has some light-hearted humor in it, doesn't take itself too seriously, but when things go or get down to the nitty-gritty, they really touch on it. I recommend Wonder Woman. And there is a Joshua Middleton variant cover. If you're into that, definitely grab that. That is a pretty beautiful cover. What else do we have from DC? Superman number 27 has the origin story of Sinmar, who's a new villain there. Here's a big book of the week that everybody has been talking about. We have Punchline number 1. It's a special. It should only be a one-shot, but it's going to give us her background story. There are a couple of writers, James Tynion and Sam Johns. You also have a couple artists, or one major artist, Mirka Andolfo. Love her artwork. She is really good. There are a ton of cover artists on this book, but this is going to tell us how Alexis K became Punchline. And if you look over on the screen there on the side, you're going to see all the variant covers. A lot of these are store variants. So if you have a favorite online store, feel free to visit them and see. You can grab one of these. This is a Shannon Mayer variant. It's pretty cool. There is a design variant if you're collecting those. Here's the Jorge Jimenez design variant. And like I said, there are a ton of variants. If you remember the classic Joker Harley Quinn cover, this is a play on that with Punchline. So there's a Peach Momoko if you like Peach Momoko. So yeah, there are a ton, like I said, a ton of these issues out there. So feel free to grab the one you like the best. A lot of these are store exclusives though, so you'll have to order them most likely from the stores online. They probably won't be at your LCS. We do have a tie-in to Dark Knight's Death Metal Infinite Hour Extreme. This is going to introduce us to a Batman that is part Lobo, part Batman. If you've read Lobo comics, you know they can get a little kooky, little fun. We'll see. You got a Raphael Grandpa cover for the 1 in 25. That looks like a fun cover. I like that. And for those of you in the Black Label universe, you got American Vampire 1976 number 2 by Scott Snyder. Alright guys, well that's all I got, and you know what, that's fine with me. Even a little small list turns out to be a huge list. So thank you once again for coming to the show. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully my preview will at least inform you of what books are out this week so you can make an informed decision on what to grab. Obviously, this is books that I'm skewing towards, but hopefully we share a similar taste. And if we don't, hopefully you find the books that make you happy. So, do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready to buy some comics. Peace. I recommend.